yesterday to just let's start over again over here where he has the Shaila. Boy Ilfa. Okay, we'll start over here on Amid Beis. Tezvav Amid Beis.
Got it.
Boy Ilfa, Yudayim Torah L'Chatzoyim. Can hands be purified half and half? Or ain't Torah L'Chatzoyim? The Gemara says, what exactly is the Shaila? Hechidam. Ilay Melchamashi Beitrei Miravius. Are we speaking the two people? Two people are using one revius to purify their hands. Or Tanan, it's explicit Mishnah. Revius notel yadayim lechra filu shnayim. Right? One person, let's say one person takes his hands, puts them together, somebody pours a revius. Let's say two people, they put their hands directly one under the other. Right. And also, so it's in the Mishnah, it's not a shayla. Right? Afilu shnayim. El de kamashi chado yodei. Meaning, let's say he washes one and then he puts the other one in the mikveh. So one is through washing, one's through, do you combine them?
That's a half and half.
V'hotenan, also it's a Mishnah. Hanoto yoduachas b'netil v'achs b'shtifo yodav toros. One hand with the cup, one hand into the mikveh. It's toros. So again, it's a Mishnah. So that can't be Ilfa's question. Elad kamashi palga didei. Meaning, he washed half of the hand and washed the other half of the hand. Howard's, is somebody coming up? Why don't you just shut off the ringer so you won't even feel the vibrate?
Yeah, they don't need us downstairs. It's okay.
Yeah, but I know you're distracted with the phone.
Not anymore.
Okay. Elad kamashi palga diyode. He washed half the hand, the other. Now the question is like this. V'omer d'rei Rabbi Yana. He was learned in d'rei Rabbi Yana. We're talking this at the Sefta. Yadayim ein Torah l'chatzoyim. Lo tzricho di'iko mashke. Meaning, let's say he washed half, dried it, and washed the other half. No question. You don't combine them.
Right.
Right? Samara says, Lo tzricha dika mashke tofeach. We speak what mashke tofeach mean. It's semi-moist. It's
right.
not totally dry.
Right.
Wait, it's semi. V'chika mash tofeach me'havik. And if it is tofeach, meaning it's semi-moist. Votanan hanitzok v'aktafris. Now I'm going to take it slow here. Hanitzok v'aktafris. If you have a flow, or katafris means it's like a waterfall. It's flowing on a diagonal, right? Or mashke tofeach. Again, you have 20 so in one mikveh, and you have 20 so in another mikveh. Now you want to combine them, they should be considered 40 so. And the water goes right over the top of the wall. So we'll see, if the water is moist enough that if you touch make your hand wet, you get something else wet, that's a chibur.
Right.
But if it's just moist, and even though you feel the moisture, they're not connected. So it's explicit. Hanitzuk, if you have same thing, you have, let's say, water cascading down a mountain, and you have different pools of water, and the water that goes down the mountain connects them all. It's not considered chibur. Each one's considered independent of the other. But it says one of the examples is teifeach enu chibur lola tumalola tairo, not to contaminate and not for what and not to purify. So again, so even if the head is teifeach, it's not what. It's not mitzdarif. So what's Ilfa's question again? It's wet enough that you can make something else wet. That's how wet it is. It's not you feel moisture, but if you put your hand to it, it can make something else wet. Namitin, that's also explicit in the Mishnah. Right, for mikveh, if let's say the water goes over the top, it's wet enough that if you would touch, you would become wet from it. Right. It is a chibur. So say, what's the shayla? It says, dimli mikvos. Maybe for mikvos. Yeah, but you see something interesting from the Gemara. Meaning, when we brought the first thing, it says tofeach is not a chibur mikvah. See, what did it say? Dimli mikvos. Maybe for mikvah tofeach not, but maybe for washing hands, yes. See, you see clearly for mikvah, if it doesn't work, it definitely doesn't work for the hand. Right? That's what you see. Because you see it again. No, maybe it's tofeach. That's lahat fiach. That's for mikvahs. It's lakula. But for hands, with more machmir. Right. What's the rationale? I mean, you'd say for mikvah, which is doraisa, you should be more machmir. Here it's going the other way. For mikvah would be more makel, and for hands you'd be more machmir. Because maybe that's only for mikvah. The answer is, when we speak about Tyra, I mean, we're creating a fiction of Tyra. There's no such thing on the Torah level you wash with a cup. There's no such thing. Right? Mikvah is a Torah reality. Right? A mayon is a Torah reality. What's also, who created this cup business? The answer was, Revius Mayim is a semblance of that. So, but when you do it, you got to do it right. Right? So if you have to do it right, even though my mikvah tzvech naslat fiach is a chibur, but maybe for what until maybe it's not a chibur. And that's Ilfa's question. Is it sufficient? It's not sufficient. Dilma mikvos.
Maybe it's talking about, what about washing from the keel?
From the what?
From
The kior?
Yeah,
What does the kior have to do with this?
nothing, but I mean,
No, the
it may
kior
not
you
be-
wa-
it might not have anything to do, this halacha might not have anything to do with the cup. Didn't that have live water in it? With the what?
The
In
kior.
other-
the
in
kohanim.
other words, that's the eraser, right?
Yeah, but that's
That's going to be a de-eraser, that's not going to be like a...
But it's there. It's different. That's a gzeres hakosuf. It has nothing to. Even if your hands are Torah, you just came out of the mikveh. You still need kedusha dam raglayim. It's a separate halacha,
Uh-huh.
right? There, it's not a question of tyra. It's
There,
it's
it's a
qualifying you
prerequisite
to do the avoda.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's Rashi. The Gemara says, "Dilma hodektoy chibeli mikvos come Rabbi Yehuda." We'll say Rabbi Yehuda. We didn't finish. Dilma mikvos Rabbi Yehuda itnan mikvah sheish bar boim so mechuvanos mikvah which has exactly 40 so v'yordu shnayim v'tovelu. Two people went into the mikvah to be tovel. Okay, shnayim b'vasachas Torah. If they both immerse themselves simultaneously. So because they're both submerged in the water at the same time, the water is fully in the mikveh, correct? Bezachazer, what about if each one in consecutively? Harishon Torah is no good. The first one went in, there was definitely 40 so.
But the second one...
Wait, we didn't get to the second one yet,
Okay.
right? You eat the second portion after you eat the first. Okay? Rishon Torah, Vasheni Tomi. Tanakama says the second one's Tomi. 1 second. Rabbi Yehuda says no. Well, if the first one went out of the mikveh, it's no question the second one is tummy. Why? Tummy means he retains the state of tumah because he wasn't tovel in a mikveh that has 40 saw. Right? It's choser. What if Rabbi Yehuda says no? It depends. Im hoyeraglov shel rishon nogus b'mayim. If let's say when the second one went in, the foot of the first one is still connected. Afasheni Torah. Then even the second one is Torah. Where's the water? Why? Because we say good achis. We say all the water on the person's body, we see
Right.
connected as if it's in the mikveh itself.
Good.
Let's see Rashi. Hashem yitomish chos ha-mikvah yidei rishon nogos b'mayim b'shas tfilos hasheni avshem Torah the command the mechabri mayim shal rishon lemei mikveh damu. We say all the water on the body of the first one is attached to the mikveh. It's a little, it's factual. It's a little complicated. Because when the man comes out, let's say he's standing out at sun mikveh, let's say one droplet of the water drips off his body.
So it's less.
So it comes out, even on his body, there's not sufficient water.
Right.
So we're seeing that in a situation, I mean, I don't, Mechumanis means it was like maybe a drop more. So therefore, there'll still be enough water on his body that if you see it in there, you'll have 40. I mean, that's what you have to say. Okay? So maybe it's, so that's what, Omer Reb Yirmiyah. A person who went, the majority of his body went, this is a rabbinic law, this is the Gemara Shabbos. Right, Tomei. What's the reason? It was a gzeira because people said in those days, people would immerse themselves like in a cave. The water was putrid,
Right.
so they'd come out, you know what happened?
By the summer it was putrid.
It was, so they would go afterwards, they would like shower.
Yeah.
So people said it's not the mikveh, but it's the water they poured on them.
Right.
So therefore they had to say, you know, even if you're Torah, if you have water poured on yourself, Maim Shuvim, you're Tomei.
Right.
Because this is that this misunderstanding shouldn't perpetuate itself.
Yeah. Is that still a decree today?
Is
If you go to the mikveh, you can't You shower afterwards.
afterwards.
People do. What's the din?
When I was in Baltimore, nobody showered. You had to wait a half an hour. Today, by the Hasidim, I see people, they go, they take a shower afterwards.
Right.
They do.
I see that at summer, except there Yom Kippur, and they say that's the one day that
I always wait. Could be. You see, if you do it there, I hear it to be a problem. If you leave and do it in your house, that's something else. But I remember in yeshiva, even when we went back to the yeshiva, we never showered. You made sure to wait a half an hour before you would shower for this reason.
Okay. Good.
So firstly, today the mikvah is for Kerry. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. It's not really tumah. It's a whole different thing. So to be machmir, you don't. Okay, so it says Abor Rosh Ruba Maim Chuvim Tor. If he goes, the majority of his body is right. The Tor Shenoflo Ab Rosh Ruba Shlosha Bugim Maim Shuvim Tomei. He's Tomei. Let's see Rashi over here. Tomei Abor Rosh Ruba Kshu Tor Maim Shuvim So Hakli. It's in a kli. Tomei l'truma ad sheyitbol umigzer shmona osid dovri. There were 18 decrees. They perkam the Rishach first my time gozalev fishoyo lem moros sruchim l'tfilo. There was putrid water for tfilo. Lachet filo yrochim b'shuvim. Afterwards, they would cleanse themselves with shuvim. V'schilom lo elu mitar meleu. People said it's not the mikveh that was mitario, but it's the water. The gozalev shuv gozer al tor shiraf lo ov shel shlug ma'im shuvim. The lo ho lo kaimo, because one was dependent on the other. Okay. Further. Now, what about a person that has to go to the mikveh for keri? I'm not talking about, because there's no such thing as if you have tisha kabin, if you have somebody pour water on your tisha kabin, the halacha is it's the equivalent for keri. It's good, yeah, because it's a leniency. That was Takonis Ezra, that about keri has to have could even be told in the kli, 40 so could even be shuvim, So let's say half of it he was up to his waist, half, and they poured the rest, right? Do you combine tefillah with nefillah? Right? Boy, Rabbi chetzi b'biyah chetzi b'tefillah mai teku. It's unresolved. Let's see Rashi. Balkeri chole. Where is it? Excuse me. Rega. Chetzi b'biyah b'soch hakli v'chetzi b'nefillah shnof al chatzi guf shlosh lugin. The Gemara leaves it unresolved. Rega.
Different from sticking your hand in, and the other half of your hand goes under the water.
No. The Marsha said no. You do combine it there. No. So you tell me. It's a good question. Just tell me the difference. It's an obvious difference. Over there, each act is a valid act.
Right.
Here, you weren't fully immersed, and you didn't have fully poured on you.
I got good. Right.
You know what this question is. Tosas asked the question. We had that. We didn't have the Tosas. We can have it soon. In Daf Yomi, that if you give a get and you tattoo it onto the Evid.
Oh.
Right.
Right.
And so Tosas asked, how do you tattoo an Evid? He's chav mitzvah kisha. A Jew's not permitted to tattoo himself.
Okay.
It's mitzvah b'aveira. Right. So Tosas says he made the perforation, and he did not inject the dye into the perforation. Right? That's what Tosas answers.
Okay.
What are you shaking your head? It's a good answer.
It's an amazing answer.
Okay, so the Minchas Chinuch asks why it should be Chatzi Shur.
Right. Yeah.
Chatzi Shur also min Torah.
Good.
So what would you answer? It's a very simple answer. Chatzi Shur. Is it compared with the Chatzi Shur or not?
It's half the act.
It's not. Chatzi Shur, when you take non-kosher meat, you eat less than the full amount. But what you ate is not kosher.
Right.
Here, tattooing is perforation injecting with dye. This is half.
Yeah.
It's like you're not cutting it vertically, you're cutting it horizontally.
Okay.
That's the same thing over here. Here we're talking about it's half and half. There you did a full act on each hand.
Right.
Here it's a half act. So the question, do I combine two half acts, which each one's nothing, to create a whole? Because one's tefillah, one's nefillah.
I thought here it is. One's a b'diavad situation.
No, it's not b'div. No, it's not. Not for keri. For keri.
Bol keri chole. You have a sick bol keri.
No, it doesn't make a difference. But either way, it works. Either
It's
way.
only
But he has
for
relevance.
that.
No, but either way it works. If you have nefillah, the tefillah works. So here you have even better than that. You have tefillah.
Tefillah, and now you've got the other half, which
So
may
definitely,
or may not.
no, not may not. No, it definitely should work. If you would have full tefillah, it's not a problem.
Of course. If you had full the other way.
So that's the question. Do I combine it?
Right. It's the same person?
Same person, the choler. He's sitting up in the kli up to his waist in water, and you pour the rest on him.
Right.
Tisha kapim.
I think they do it today with the mace if they don't have a...
Yeah, that's what
they do tisha
Tisha
kabim.
kapim. Yeah, because they have no choice.
We have the status of a Balkari.
And that has there it's something else. It's a whole different
Tahara?
It's Tyra. It's something else.
So it shouldn't work.
Yeah, but over there, it's Tyra. It's preparing for burial. I mean, you don't have something more tummy than a mess.
Right.
Understand? Okay. Echrom b'fani nechtav, echrom b'fani nechtav. Yeah, one person says nechtav, nechtav. Yeah. Omer Rav Yehuda, Omer Shmuel bar Yehuda, Omer Rav Yochanan, Lo shana l'shein aget yotzim tachsi deishneim. It's only where they're not both shlichim. Yeah? One person is b'fonei nechtav, and the other one is b'fonei nechtam. So, the get is not yotzim tach shneim. Here, take a look. Shein shneim shluchim v'aboso. The lo havi shneim sheviu get. El echor hevi. Sorach ha-mevi lo b'fonei nechtam. V'zeh lo omar. Yeah? One's a shlich, the other one's not a shlich. So factually, the shlich didn't say what he was supposed to say, because the one who completes it is versus not a shlich. Okay? Rav Shmuel bar Yehuda Amar Rav Yochanan El Shanu Elo She'ena Get Yotzim Tach Shneim. I will get Yotzim Tach Shneim, but let's say they're both shluchim. The two people.
That's an unusual case. There we're not going to be worried that people are going to get confused, right?
It's like David.
No.
That is a. Well, you have two shluchim. It's an
No.
unusual case. In other words, the whole fence was because you weren't going to send two shluchim. But when you send two shluchim, you should be able to. They should be able to testify.
No, but one didn't
of
see.
them.
No, one didn't see the
I know,
signing.
okay,
He didn't
but
see
we
the
don't
signing. You only have one on the signing. If you have
So
one
on
on,
the signing should be enough, no? Or you're combining different parts.
But he
Just
didn't
for
say
parts.
it.
that's each one said independent.
Okay, fine, but
That's the question.
He didn't say
But
it.
that's what he's saying. That admission says it's not valid. That's only when one was a shlich, one's not a shlich.
But here-
I will get yotzim tach shneim kosher. Shneim adukim bo ushneim shluchim. I don't know what does it mean. They're both attached to it. What do you mean? They're both adukim bo. Aduk means you're attached to the get. Here he says, because again, Tosas makes a point on this. I mean, what does it mean? They have to hold it. They have to hold it. Well, they're both shluchim. Tosas says, "Mashapir shkunche shneim adukim bo lav davka." Shein tzorshu mamish shneim adukim. V'ochzim get what they both have to hold it. They're both shluchim. El shneim omrim shabal ose shneim shluchim akech v'amar lehem shneichem sholichu get liishti. He point both take v'nosu echad d'mayim t'chaveru. The other one gave in the presence of the other one. Kiraminim sofim skabel. Kulchem holichu echad molech v'mayim et kulam. V'mechad shlich v'asheni meid sheb'for v'nosta bal saget l'chaveru l'holech liishto. L'rav kosher d'mayim omru fanenu girsho. אבל לרבת אפילו איך שלומדו אין להכשי קיים ששניהם שלוחים. Excuse me. Okay. אבל רב אפילו איך שלומדו אין להכשי קיים ששניהם שלוחים. שלום דווקא שניהם שלוחים. I mean, כמון דקוש לרבו. Because that was bislo shchicha. Right? According to what's lach shalomdo, according to Rabbo. Right? You still have to say, but if it's two, you don't. Why don't you have to? No, because this lo shchicha. Because it's lo shchicha lo goes b'rabonan. It's an unusual case. Therefore, we're not concerned if it will revert back to the original problem.
Okay.
Right? Ma'aseh lo shchichi of chaygavna lo. But in our situation, where it's not the case. One is testifying about the writing, the other one's testifying about the right. But let's say they're both. So we see both of them as what it's valid because they're both shluchim. I will get your stach shneim. It's kosher. Almuk sover. Someone says almuk sover. So if that's the case, okay. Rav Shmuel bar Yehuda says name Rav Yochanan. Almuk sover shneim shviu geb didus hayom ein tzrichim shom fonein nechtam. They don't have to. Omalei Abaye Elamiyato Sefer Toni. Let's read the Sefer the Mishnah. Shnaim omrim b'fonenu nechtav. Two say it was written in our presence. V'echrom b'fonenu nechtam. Posel. When it's posel, v'rabu d'machshir. Now, so why is it posel? Taimo de'nag yet yotztach shneim. Hok yet yotztach shneim. Machshir rabbonon. The rabbonon would what? Would validate it. Yeah. Omalayein. He says definitely they would. I mean it's consistent. If they're both shluchim, it would be good. Ein. What's the argument? So Rabbi Yehuda says what? Rabbi Yehuda says it's kosher. So we're saying according to the Chachomim, it's only because why is it possible? Because they're not both shluchim. But if they both shluchim, according to Rabbi Yochanan, understand would be kosher. Rabbi Yehuda says no. Even they're not both shluchim, two speak about the ksiva. One speaks about the chasima. It's kosher. My plea, Mar Sova Gazrin Dilma Osilachlufi became Shtoros. The Alma. They echod. Yeah, what's the case? The case we speak about. Rega. Shnaim om b'fonenu nechtav, shtem ve'echod om b'fonai nechtam. So you'll have one on what? On the chasima. So that's the question. So if you're going to validate it with one, right? So people who say you could validate it, you could have kim shtar with a one. So right? So one holds so therefore the Tanakama says it's possible. It's possible. If they're not both shluchim, if they're not all shluchim. You're not gozer. Because since factually the ksiva is being addressed, therefore it's not going to be confused. Here, even if they're both shluchim, it's possible. Where one testifies about the ksiva, one testifies about the chasima, but they're both shluchim.
Right.
Because here you have two shluchim. Both of them have to say Fonei Nechtam. Omele Abayis says Elamiato Sefer says this Liftoni Shnaimom Fonei Nechtam Echrom Fonei Nechtam Posel. Right. So what does it say? We're saying according to the Lishon Achronim, the second version, even if they're shluchim, they both have to testify about the ksiva and the chasima. And over here, what does it say? Rabbi Yehuda's machsher. So he says, what does it say? If you say two speak about Fonei Nechtam, Echrom Fonei Nechtam Posel. Review the Machshe, Afilu Yotzi Tarsiyat Shneim, Pasel Rabban, and the Rabban and Pasel, even if they're both Shluchim. Omalayein, Maikam, if the Master of Fishain became Lishmo, one holds Ein became Lishmo, so therefore what? Even if you have two, it's possible. Master of Fishain, Ein Sumil Kaimo. So the Gemara says, Lema, the Rabba of Rav Tanoi. So seemingly it's a Machlokes Tanoim. Right, because these are Tanoim, Rabbi Yehuda and the Tanakama. Rabbi Yehuda is a Machshir. What is he concerned about? He's concerned about.
We couldn't find a Talmudic source.
No.
That was our problem.
No, but over here we're saying.
Daf Gimel.
Yeah, but here you're right. But now the Gemara says we have Rabbi Yehuda. Well, let's see what over here. There you go. Hilko Shnaim Sheiviu Get Shricham Omar Vahani Lo Klum Amru Kedam Oran. Yeah. There you go. The Rabbanan say it's possible. Why? Because you have two on the ksiva and one on the chasima. Chacham say possible. Why is it possible? Because no, we're talking about even when they're shluchim. They're both shluchim.
Right.
They're both shluchim. We're saying it's possible. So you know it was written lishma. Right? And what's Von Nechem? So why is it possible? Because it's Eidim Tzuim L'Kaimo. Rabbi Yehuda is Machshir because you have two people who testified about that it is Lishma. It is Lishma. I feel get just Tarshneim. I'm Rabbi Marsof Yishem Bekim Lishma. That's who. That's Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda is Machshir because you have two witnesses saying it was written Lishma. Or Marsof Yishem Bekim L'Kaimo. So how many you have on the Kiyum? You have one. And since you have the question of lachlufei, it could be confused. It's a problem because only one's validating it. Lema the Rav Rav Tanoi, Gemara says low. Rav the B'taritz l'tamei, Rav B'taritz. Rav is B'taritz tamei kelishna kamo. Rav Omar loch kuli amo bin lishmo. Everybody agrees you need lishmo. V'ochab ma'askina lach shalomdu. It's after they're all proficient. Are we concerned that it may revert back to the original situation? According to the Tanakama, we're concerned. No, we are concerned. That's why they say it's not valid. Right.
Not valid.
Right. The Marsa of Gazrina, Marsa of Lo Gazrina. Wait a second. Liflik Nami Rabbi Yehuda Bereisho. Was Rabbi Yehuda argue even the ratio? Rega. Let's see Rashi. Rav Maters Kalishna Kamo, then get Yotz Tachidei Shneim, the Shneim Heviu Kuli Alma Kosher. Two bring it, they ain't Tzrichen Letam, Fishen Mitzvah, Voch Sheviu Echor, Omer Sheir Al Chasima, time to Rabbi Yehuda, came the Katrei Achrini, Aksiv Los Lechlufei, Rabba Mugul Kalishna Ba, Omadoch, Hocha de Machshir Rabbi Yehuda, Labishum de Shneim, we get ain't Tzrichen Lomar, Lach Shalom do, ain't Elo Lach Shalom do Askinon, Lamai Nechosh Lo, Ilishmo, Hoiko, Ila Kaimo, Hoiko Shnayim, Hoiko Shnayim. Hoiko. The Shnaim Heim. 1 second. Rega, Amos Sefer. 1 second. Where do you have Shnaim? In the Sefer, where do you have Shnaim? Rashi says, in the Sefer you have Shnaim, but you only have 2 on what's his name? Omer Chochem Rabbi Yehuda Labi Shum Shnaim Mevin Getting Tzrichin Elo Lach Shalomdu L'maynech Imish L'mishol Hoiko Di L'kaimo He's L'kaimo Hoiko Shehi Hoiko the Shnaim Him. Where do you have 2? Right? You have 2 on the Ksiva, not on the Chesima. Rabbanon passed because the God Shem Yasov Kugulov Rabbi Yehuda Sov Lo Konzini to trade the Maisigit Lo Shchicho Lo Gozer Bo Rabbanon. Okay? Even though it's different here, right? Because you have 2, it's not 2 on the same thing.
Just go back and explain it. You got 3, I thought.
No, you have 2 on the Ksiva, 1 on the Chasima. So it's Rabbi Yehuda's Machsher. Speak of Ach Shalom do. So, but we're still concerned may revert back to the original, right? So the answer is, because it's Milslo Shchicha, the 2 should testify, therefore we're not concerned about that. Right?
So the challenge would come on the 1, not on the 2?
You know what's bothering? Remember we brought before Rabbi Yehuda holds you need Ksiv L'shma and you need Chasim L'shma.
Right.
So it comes out, but you only have 1.
Yeah. So is that 1 challenged?
Wait, I'm asking a different question. The Gemara over here is not bringing up that situation Rabbi Yehuda holds, that you need both Ksiv and Chasim L'shma. 1 second. 1 second. Totally different than Rashi. Okay, let's go further. Mosiv earlier. So where it's called Liflig Dami Rabbi Yehuda Bereisha. Hoidma lo Omer Ulo Cholok Rabbi Yehuda At Berishona. He did argue. Liver Ve'echor Omer Befoni Nechta Ve'echor Befoni Nechtam. Yeah, the Reish is once it's Befoni Nechtam. The Chacham say it's possible. It's possible, right? What he should also argue. No, as Rabbi Yehuda argues in the Sefer, he should argue in the Reisha. What doesn't he argue in the Reisha? Rabbi Yehuda, right? Right? So Mar says, Omar Ula Cholke Rabbi Yehuda Aprishon. No, he argues even in the first case. He says like this: we're saying that according to Rabbi Yehuda, we're not concerned with Shem Yasov with Kukulo, right? So what do you need b'fonei nechtav? Only it shouldn't be confused, correct?
Right.
So lach shalomdu, it's really not necessary,
Because 2 is unusual.
right? So what are we mainly concerned about? B'fonei nechtav, tam. It's not a forgery. Okay, so he is. The Reish says if you have 1 on the ksiva, 1 on the ksiva, it's possible.
But if
Rabbi Yehuda doesn't argue.
Right.
Rabbi Yehuda should argue. Because what's the case? We're learning it's lach shalomdu, and we're not concerned Shem Yasov with Kukulo.
Okay.
So why, when one testifies on the ksiva and one testifies on the chesima, even though they're not speaking about the same thing, it shouldn't be a problem, right? So that Ula says he's arguing. Moser Rav Oshel Ula, so Rav Oshel Yasula Rabbi Yehuda Machshir Bezu V'lo B'acheres. He says he's Machshir in this case and not in another case. Right? What's the inference? Machshir Bezu. In the case of 2 on the ksiva, 1 on the chesima, he's Machshir. So what's the inference of that? This case and not any other case. My lavan butei echrom b'fonei nechtam, echrom b'fonei nechtam, lo butei b'fonei nechtam, avalo b'fonei nechtav. You hear this? We only spoke about the ksiva. The chesima did not speak about the ksiva. So just as Rabbi Yehuda is not concerned, they may revert back to the original situation. Even though it has no relevance. Even though Kamash Malon, no. Well, that he is gozer. Here, he has a shvach. I mean, it's a weak havamina. Just as he's not concerned about Shem Yasdav Kukulo, here also he would not be concerned. You had a difficulty. I mean, they're not comparable. Here, presently, it's not a problem. The case of confusion, that's a problem now. It's not something that may happen in the future.
Right.
Now people will not differentiate between Kim Shtoros, which normally need two, and he have Echot to be Mekayim Shtar.
Right.
Right? Idman Namiyam Revudo Shnaim Shiviu Geb B'Dinus Hayam. It says two people bring Geb B'Dinus Hayam. Bodol Machlok Revudo Rabbanon. Yeah. Rabbi Bar Chona Cholash Olagabi Revudo. Rabbi Lishuli Bey. Okay, Rabbi Bar Chona was not well, and Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi came. It says V'Rabbanon. They came to pay a sick visit. Boy Minei, they asked him a question. They asked Rabbi Chona Shaila. Shnaim Shiviu Geb B'Dinus Hayam. Tzrichen Shom von Inechtam or Ein Tzrichen. Right? Two bring the get. Do they have to say anything? Omelam Ein Tzrichen. Mai Lu Yom von Einu Girsho Vilo Mehemni. If they would say she was divorced now presence, right? Do they have to testify? Let's say they saw the husband giving you the get,
Right.
and now they come and say before Neinu Girsha. They have to say the get was written Lishma. They have no idea. That's sufficient. Yeah. We had this early. Ein tzrichen. Mai long yom fanei Girsha Vilo Mehemni ad hochi hochi osahu chevro. What happened? So Chevra is a person that those were the sect of Persians in Bovel. Shokal Ishrag Bikabayu. And he took what? Because they used to have holidays that you weren't permitted to have light. Because the only light they permitted was in their temples of Avodah Zorah. Right? Shokal Ishrag Bikabayu. Omar Rachman Obetuloch. Okay? Rega. Omer Rabbi Chona Rachmana O Betuloch O Echbienu Betzeloch Haglunu Betzel Bnei Esov Shemechabdin Osanu. I mean, these are Persians. They're worse than Esov. Hashem, he said, either it should be in your shadow, or it should be in the shadow of Esov Bnei Edom, not Bnei whatever it is, the Persians. Okay, Lememra Daromoi Malu Mi Parsoi, that the Romans are better than the Persians, because from what the statement he made. Avatar Rebchia, Maidichsiv, Elokim Haven, Darko, who Yoda es Mekoima. What does this mean? Yodea Kodesh Baruch Yisrael Shein Yichom Lekabel Gzeres HaRamoyim. The Romans are so bad, their decrees are overwhelming. Hashem knows that they cannot accept their decrees, and therefore Amad Viglo said LeBovel. That's where the Chevroi were. The Persians were in Bovel. So from there it seems to be that the Persians are better than the Romans. Okay. So why did Rabbi Chana say, either your shadow or the shadow of what? Of Edom. The Posuk is speaking before the Persians came to Babel. It was Babylonians. The Persians are worse than the Babylonians. And the Persians are worse than Edom, than Romans. Yeah. So Tosov here asks, Pishkuch's Chevri Heine Parsoim. It's Parsoim. Kami Dose Chevri Lebovel Heine Bekazden Vanetsevov Rudoch Shetze Bosse the also Heine Kshekovish Korish Smalchus Molach Bebovel Kosher Midal Koch Chaverum Lav Heine Parsim. Don Perkaser Yulsin Hereni Parsim Domen Chayo Shel Beis David Hereni Chevrim Domen Lamalchei Chavola. It seems to be it's two different sects, right? Hereni Chaverim. Yeah. The old the Perk Babo Yivimto Mashma the May Rabbi Yochanan also Chevri Lebovel. The Omer later Rabbi Yochanan also Chevri Lebovel was later Shogun Nofal Vomeri the Chaverim He Uma Acha Shabo Mimei Rabbi Yochanan Shabo Lebovel He Shios Aparsim. Here this they corrupted. This group they corrupted the Persians. Shai Bebovel this Kalkulu Tfei Mero. They became worse than the Romans in terms of oppressing the Jews. I'm talking the female Pishkush they make Koresh Bo Aparsim. They originally came to Koresh, right? Lebavel Bagizel Basa Marinon Domale Rav the Ravkana Aroidno having Melchusa the Yavoni Lokapti Ashvitas Dom the Greeks they didn't care about murder. Hasht Varsoim Ninu Lokapti Ashvitas Dom they were opposed to murder. Shed Mashme Rav also Parsim Lebavel Omri also Machvirusha. How do you know having Melchusa the Yavoni Shemoshlim Shel Bavel Hoyum Miyavonim? Meaning they dominated the Persians. Originally the Greeks dominated Persia, they didn't let they therefore they've been there a long time.